Hello everyone, I welcome you to another tutorial. So today we are going to be learning something very simple and very important. So I'll be teaching you how to make a beaded fringe from scratch. So as you can see, very beautiful. So without further ado, let us jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so as we all know that these beaded fringe are very expensive, as low as 12,000 per yard, or should I say as high as 12,000, 25,000, like very expensive. So it's actually economical for you to make yours yourself, but then it's time consuming. So I'll be teaching you how to do this all by yourself. So these are the materials I'm going to be needing. I'm going to be using this needle. It's called beaded bead needle. Anywhere they sell bead, you can just ask them to give you bead needle. It's different from other needle that we used to sew, like that we can pass thread through. So this one is size 10, as you can see. So I'll be using size 10 of bead needle. Also, I'll be using this fishing line. I prefer to use fishing line because I feel is much more stronger than normal thread. So I'll be using 0.25 mm diameter. So it's very thin. It's like all this it's like the size of what they used to attach this sequence to this fabric. So 0.25 mm for my fishing line, 10 for my needle. And so I'm going to be using this bead. So I'm going to be using this bead, as you can see. I hope you can see. So it's called sand bead. So some use pipe bead, like it's like rice bead. Is kind of long like rice, so you can use that as well. So as for me, I'm going to be using this sand bead, and I'm going to be using this other bead. It's going to act like a stopper, and also to give it, a bit of flare or something. So I'm going to be using this bead, this bigger size, and I'm going to be using this stopper. It's actually not like important for you to use this stopper, but I prefer to have extra security. Yeah, so I'm going to be using this stopper. You can use this big one as the stopper, so it's not really necessary or important for you to use that stopper. So you need your tape measure, you need your scissors. So those are the basic things you need for this tutorial. So let us continue. Is you can determine the length of your beaded fringe. For me, I'll be using 4.5 to 4.5 inches. So 4.5, this is 4.5, and you can decide to use 8 inches. So just know that the longer it is, the higher the bead, the number of beads you're going to be needing. So as you can see that I've noted this. So since I'm using 4 inches, 4.5 inches, so I don't really need long, so I've passed it through. You can see how tiny this needle is. So that's 10 inches. So what you need is, if it's a sequence that you want to you want to put the beaded fringe, look for where you can you can hide that knot. So you go like this. You do it like 2 or 3 times, just to secure it. It's good. Or else, if you're dancing a party, you just and all your beads on the floor. So it's better for you to use extra security. So you can decide on the style you want. If you want the bigger bead at the end, or in the middle, or at the beginning, so just decide. So after doing that, you pass it. So as you can see, it's entering like that. So it's time consuming, but then it's actually fun. Yeah, let me just use the water. it's fun. So you just keep on doing that until you get to the number of, I think this bead is small, so until you get to the length of your desired bead. So you just keep on doing this. So like I said, you decide if you want that bigger fringe to be in the that bigger bead rather to be in the middle. So everything is it's up to you. So you just continue doing it like this. Takes time, but at the end of the day, so like I said, you determine if you want the bigger bead to be in the middle or at the center anywhere. But then is for tutorial sake, I'll just do it until you measure until you get to the length you want. So there are some beads that won't pass through. I'm doing it like this. How come we have so many? Okay, so we've gotten our desired length. So the next thing is to note this stopper is not necessary, okay, but I'm just using it for extra security. It is not necessary. So put in the stopper, see, put it in, then you use plier to hold it, or you might as well just use your teeth. You can see I've pressed my stopper, so you can see it's not going to come off. So that's extra security. So that is up to you. So now, like I said, you can use this bigger bead as your stopper. So put it in like this. Just watch what I'm going to do. So to close this off, you go in through this. You can go like 3 or 4 then you pull. Can you see? So after doing that, you just come back one bead like this, and then you can still go higher again. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So this is where it came out from. So you go back one bead like this, and make sure it is not too tight. If it's too tight, the beads won't be able to breathe, so to speak, and then it may eventually cut. So make sure it's not too tight. So we are done with it. So you just cut. So just cut and you tie, or you can just burn it, you get. But I feel you've already back stitch, so to speak, like 3 times, so you have enough security, so it won't loosen. So but then, like I said, extra security won't kill. So then you cut it off. As simple as that. You can see, very, very easy to do, very simple. Make sure that it's not too tight. Look at this one. See, I decided to put it from. So you are free to do anything you want to do. That's the advantage of this, but remember, it's time consuming. So I will be happy to see your own tutorial, to your own results, so please do it and send your results to me. If you are yet to subscribe, please do so. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.